I am so happy to be at Immersive Tut in Toronto with the creative director consultant, Richard Ouzounion, a very famous man in his own right. You've been a writer, a critic, many, many things in your life. And behind us, these are actually, I don't know whether you know this, these are the walls to the tomb of Tutmosis III, these
Yes,
stick figures. And this is the books of the Amduat, very
right.
complicated stuff. Um, Richard, why has it been so exciting to work on this project for Lighthouse Immersive, bringing the underworld journey of Tut to life?
Because I think, it was vital, of course, as an Egyptologist yourself, that the spiritual life of ancient Egypt was crucial to the country. And too often, people today do not know that, or they don't understand it. They are hung up with the externals. You know, what did the mummy look like? How much gold was there? Was there, people have keep asking me, was there a curse? Things like that. Whereas we feel the truth is much more complicated and exciting and beautiful.
The inner life of the
The inner
Egyptians is
life.
what is, you're actually trying in this show, I think, to reflect the
That's
journey
it.
of the soul, not the vestiges of the mummy,
No,
right? And the
that's it
dead
exactly.
objects.
And I think part of it is the world has changed. We don't want to see that kind of show anymore. The government of Egypt doesn't want people to see that kind of show anymore. And I think people don't. After what we've been through in the last 2 years, we want we want to look in spirituality. We want to look at a deeper side of life. And what I find people are finding amazing is the basis of the Egyptian religion, the struggle between light and dark, good and evil going on. There are variants of it in every religion, in every culture. It is primal, but it had a very beautiful, complex, and poetic iteration in Egypt. And I'm thrilled to be able to bring this to people. As I said, as you know, it requires some education and some training.
Okay, so now what I want to know from you is why is it relevant right now in Toronto? In now we know it's the 100th anniversary of the Tutankhamun tomb discovery this year, but in this day and age, why is an immersive show like this so relevant? And why is Egypt relevant?
Well, both very good questions. I think Toronto is such a multicultural city, and we are, I believe, wonderfully, blessedly getting to appreciate everyone. America always used to say, oh, we're a melting pot. We bring everyone together. No, Toronto lets everybody have their own culture and their own life. And because of the historical fact of King Tut's 100th discovery of the tomb, it gives us a chance to look at Egypt and look at ancient Egyptian religions and hopefully get a better understanding. I mean, in the best of all worlds, we could possibly be doing a show like this about different cultures and different religions every year, every other year, you know? And I think people would accept it because, not accept it, they would embrace it because they want to know more about the people they're living with and the city they're living in.
As an international city, as a multicultural city, this is the history of everyone's culture. The
Right.
history of ancient Egypt is the story of our own origins as well.
Egypt is the template. They discovered so many things. Someone did say to me, why don't you talk about all the brilliant inventions and discoveries of the Egyptians? I said, that's another part of it, but it's enough that we're trying to get people into the religion and the spirituality. That's what's important right now. And you don't have to believe it, you have to understand it.
Maybe it lends some sort of light into your own view of life and death and the spirit in some
Exactly.
way.
And as I said, the pandemic has opened people's eyes to death, what things mean, where are we going, what is it all about? Uh, and the Egyptians knew that, you lived your life as best you could and you balanced it as best you could. But then when you died, you had to do that journey.
And that the death wasn't the end, which
No, it
is a
isn't.
very positive message.
Absolutely.
So thank you, Richard Ouzounion at Immersive Tut in Toronto. I'm Laura Ranieri Roy.